Alrighty, I'm just gonna not include that intro. Um, Hi, welcome to the video. We're gonna be adding a game over screen today to this little game right here. Right now, there is explosions, points that get added and subtracted with the bomb, but at the moment, there is no game over if I miss these objects. So that needs to change. So the first thing that we are going to do is go on our canvas and create a UI text mesh pro. Call it, I don't know, game over text. Let's go ahead and capitalize. Whoa, wrong one. I'll go ahead and capitalize all of these just because I don't know. Over text, and then right in here type game over. There we go. Then we're going to want to go ahead and give it a font. I think the Indie Flower one's the one we went or used. Bold it, make it bigger. I don't know, 50 sounds about good to me. I guess we're going 51. 51's fine. Then I'm going to want to change its color. Oh, that's too dark. Red. I mean bright. That looks fine. Do we want it to be a red though? Do we want it to be like this? I think game over should be red. It makes the most sense. Brighten it up just a little bit. There we go. That should be fine. Now you can look at it and be like, oh, but why is it like that? Well, we can just go ahead and hit that, and now it's in the correct way. It's not perfect, but we can change that by editing the position, not the rotation, the pivot maybe? Nope, that's the pivot. That's what it pivots on. Okay, I don't remember how to move this. Okay, I can move it like this, but that's not how I wanted to move it, though. Oh, wait, it's probably... Yep, it's that. All right, we do want it to be a bit taller, and then we're gonna wanna drag it over here a bit. Game over. Alrighty, and then let's go ahead and bring it higher because we are gonna have to add a restart button. So we'll go ahead and put it there, and then the restart button can go in the center. Alrighty, that is it. Now just give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, this one's a real nice, quick and easy one. We are going to go ahead and define the thingy-majingy, make a public float text mesh pro GUI. Hopefully that works. Did I spell something wrong? I think I have done something wrong. That is fine. I will find that out in a second. A capital X. End it. So that's still wrong. Is this not supposed to be a float? Hold on, let me just look really quick. Oh, it's not supposed to be a float. I just added float. I don't know why. Probably because I typed float so many times. Just habit. Alrighty, now we are going to go game over. That is somewhat what we want. I type that's not exactly what we want. True. And we want to actually say what the game object is. So dot game over text. So what this does right here is just on the game start, it's just gonna say game over, which is not what we want, obviously, but it's just to test. And I also was supposed to start by doing this, turn it off. now it's off. Yeah, that's it. Now when I hit play, it should turn it back on. It did not. What did I do wrong? Oh, wait a minute. In the game manager, I forgot to drag the game over text in here. I just forgot to assign it. Now it should, yep, turns right back on, or turns right on, which is what we want. Also, I want to increase the font size of this, so I'm just gonna put it to first, turn it on so I can see it. And then I'm gonna change it to, I don't know, 60. Yeah, it looks a little better because I want it to overlap both of the sides a bit. Oh, let me drag it over here. Game over. Someone walked in my room. Hit game over. Or don't hit game over. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Fine for now, at least. Is there 2 spaces in between that? Because that kind of looks like there's 2 spaces. There is not 2 spaces. All right, whatever. On to the next thing. Alrighty, we will go ahead and start this little bit in the game manager script. We are going to start it by adding a piece of code. Let's go ahead and add it at the bottom because I don't know why not. We are going to call this, I think these are called methods. We're going to call this method game over. So it needs public void game over, and then give it these thingy-majingies. Then these guys. Now we will go ahead and take our game over text, Control X, and put it in our game over script little area. Then we'll just go ahead and delete this right here just to make the code look a little nicer. And then now you may be like, oh, well, how are you going to use that piece of code now that you have it set here? Well, if we go in our target script, we can, since we already made a reference to the other script in it, we need to find out where the objects are falling. I think it's this line of code right here. So we are now going to want to, in that line of code, Control V, and that should actually be, no, that was not it. Hold on. Control X, because that was not it. That was the wrong thing. I don't know why I thought I had it copied, but it needs to be an if statement. If, and then go ahead and add this stuff. Type whatever's in if statement. Second. Manager. Right. Game over. There we go. And yeah, that's all that needed to be in that little line of code. But we do need to type stuff in here. So before we type anything, actually no, we can type the stuff in here first. First, we're going to want to do game object dot pair tag, and then add parentheses right here. Add the string thing, and then we are going to name it bad. And now what this will do is if the bad object goes through, it will run the game over script, which will show the game over screen. But that's not what we wanted to happen. If a bad object goes through, that's fine. So if we just go ahead and add this here, This is a, like, not if this happens. But now, if anything but a bad object gets, like, deleted, it will trigger the game over. So now I will go ahead and save. Don't forget that. And then go in here. And now if we go in here, we don't actually have a bad object. We have bad 1, but it's not actually a bad object. So we need to add a tag, name it bad. Now, if I go in here and tag it bad, it should work, hopefully. I'm also going to click on the just the background and hit F so that we're zoomed in again. Just so that we can see the collider. Where is it? The sensor right there. Okay. Now, if I hit play, the game over should disappear off the screen. I forgot. I I forgot to make it invisible in the first place. Okay, now there's no this guy, and if I pop these, wait for a bomb. Spawn. We need a bomb to spawn. Any time now. There is a 33% chance for it to spawn. Okay. And yeah, didn't say game over, but now if I go ahead and let these things go through, game over. Awesome. All right, on to whatever's next. All righty. Now we need to make the game stop when the game over happens. Alrighty. So I'm gonna start this by actually just doing something that it doesn't necessarily need to be done, but I just wanted to. Okay. If you're wondering what that was, I just nothing is literally just organizing. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Alrighty, so we're gonna start this with making a public bool, and then we're gonna call it is game active, and then do that. Alrighty, and we are going to go on our start method and say is game active equals true, because, well, it needs to be true. Then we are going to go ahead and go in our game over and set is game active equals false. False. And I wish that was all we had to do, because if it was, then that would mean coding is extremely easy. But no, we have to actually let the game know what is game active actually means. So we are going to want to go in our spawn target, and while is game active, while is game active is that's it. While is game active, then all of this code will happen. Because this is what spawns the enemies, and we want it to spawn them, like when we're not. Yeah. Okay. On to the next part. I think we need to go into target, right? That's yes. And now we need to go in here, add an if statement. If space, add these, and then game manager. That is not what I need, but whatever. Manager, game manager dot is game active. And then what we're going to want to put in the if statement is all of this. Whoopsie-dipsies. All of this. Control X, Control, get all of it for some reason. Control X, Control V, backspace a bunch, and there we go. Alrighty, so what this does is when the game is active, it will do this stuff. It will destroy it will let me destroy the objects. It will play the stuff, it will give me score. And in here, it will spawn the objects when the game is active, but once game active is set to false, when game over happens, everything will halt and it will stop working, which is what we want. So we shall take a look around. Everything should work. Okay, I got worried there for a second. Yep, everything's working. Now if I let a bomb pass through, yep, still game. All right, now if I let those guys pass through, game over. And I can't. Okay, I thought it spawned another one, but it didn't. It doesn't spawn anymore, and I couldn't pop him when he was there, so that works. On to, I have no idea. Possibly music or something? I don't know. Alrighty. If you were hoping that I was going to add music next, it sucks to be you because we're adding the restart button. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and ignore that. We're going to go ahead and go in the canvas, right click, hit UI, and a button is a regular button. I don't think there even is, but it's button. And now we have button. We're going to go ahead and get the game over up so we can see it. All right. The button, we're going to open the button actually because the text is stored in here. Change the button to start. Give it a different font. Indie Flower, that's the one we're using. Make it bold. Size maybe. Yeah, that looks good. All right, T. We start. That looks fine to me. And then that's actually good. I think I like the position right there, but I kind of want it to be bigger. Okay, so that scales up, not the button, because I'm in the text. All right. Okay, so we don't want to scale it up to 2. What about 1? Oh, 1.2, right? 0.2, 0.2, even though the Z doesn't actually matter. All right, yeah, I think that looks good. We are going to go ahead and rename it to button so that we can find it easier. Close that little text, make the game over invisible. Now, there's a button. Cool. That was it. Let me figure out how to code it. Alrighty. Time to add another using thingy-majingy. I don't remember what it's called, but I do remember what I need. Using capital U, Unity engine dot scene management. You may wonder, what does that do? And lets us use more code stuff. Oh, so here you're going to want to make a called public void void there we go. That public void restart game. And then we are going to want to restart the current scene. So scene manager dot load scene. It could just say what the scene was, like prototype 5. I'm pretty sure is what I called it. But we are just actually going to code to get the code, get it for us. All right. Dot get active scene dot name. There we go. Now, what all that does is stuff. We still need to do stuff in here. So now, if we go in the restart button, we can go ahead and look down here in the button, and there's an on click, and the list is empty. So add one. She'll drag in our game manager in there and give it a function. Start game function. And now, whenever we click that, it'll restart the game. I do not think it will just work like right now. Pretty sure if I just hit restart, it's not going to work. Also, that button just stays on the screen. If I go ahead and lose, game over, and then I hit restart. Oh, it does. Alrighty. Cool. But now we need to get it to not be here and spawn when game over happens, which actually I bet I could do without watching the video, which I'm actually going to. So we can go ahead and set the where is it, the restart button to false. And go in here. What did we do? Game over text. So we're probably going to need a public text mesh text mesh pro UGUI and then name it, I don't know, start X probably. And then while game restart game over, we want to make the what did I call it? I already forgot what I called it. Restart text. Yeah, restart text dot name object set true. True. Yes. And then we are probably going to want it to set false again. I don't know if it will auto set false when we reset the scene. I guess we will find out. I might also have to actually... No, it's already set false. Okay, hold on. Let's find out if it works. Let's see. That's a bomb. That doesn't help. Oh, there's a barrel. There we go. Game over. And it did not appear. You know why? Because, object reference not set. Did I... Stop. Oh. It's not working, so that must not be what we need to do. We'll go ahead and put that text in there, but I don't think that's actually what we need to do. I'll go ahead and see. That's a bomb. It's not what we need. There's a box. Game over, and it does not come. That is fine. I didn't actually really think it was gonna come, or that it was actually gonna work. But I was gonna try. I'll go ahead and delete these bits of code just to not confuse me in like a minute. I bet I also probably needed to like type something in here. But doesn't matter. Alrighty. I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty. This is the final bit that we are going to add today. Probably. And what we need to do is add, not be in this script, we need to add yet again another using statement. Using. I just dropped my magnet. A T. And I just dropped my magnet even further. Dot UI. And then this will, whoa. This will just let us or allow us to interact with the button itself. I have no idea where my magnet went. Now we are going to want to add a public button, which I added a text mesh pro last time, but it's a button, not a piece of text. All right, now button, and go ahead and add that. Control S, and then we will not in this script, but in our was it in that script? It's in that script. I just didn't see it. In our game over, we are going to add restart button dot game object set active true. There we go. And now when well actually we're going to want to drag the restart button in here, the game manager. And I already turned the button off. Alrighty. Now when I die, just let me do that. I'm usually pretty good at that. Alrighty. Now when I die, there's the restart button. I can't click these. I hit restart, and it restarts. Awesome. Okay. Let me grab my Mac. Found it. It somehow ended up like completely behind my chair, even though I dropped it in front of it. Whatever. Alrighty. Now I shall end the recording when I die. I should have edited the numbers to make the spawn rate faster. Spawn rate possibly a public variable. No, it is not. Oh, I almost just didn't get that guy. Alrighty. Oh, I clicked a bomb again. I'm gonna go ahead and say when okay. I clicked a bomb. That counts as losing because I have it set too easy right now. Just, oh no, I missed it. Oh, whoops. Oh, game over. Oh, bye.